uncut, unedited, tell the truth, and what? Shame the devil. I love being black. All right, people, come on in. We got a thing tonight. It's gonna be an interesting conversation. People gonna be fussing and stuff. I already know it, accusing folks. But I want you guys to know what's going on. Definitely know. Want you to know what's going on. Come on in. 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 We got a lot of questions to ask. A lot of questions to ask about tonight. I'm gonna wait till I get about 50 or 60 people on, then we're gonna get started. We're gonna show a little video tonight and get started. Get started. Appreciate you for tuning in, people. Yep, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in, come on in. All right. Tiffany had some concerns about her safety. She had concerns about being bullied. She had some concerns about a lot of different things. And we want to, she's campaigning. So now it's coming down to the wire. You know, I believe election day is sometime in February. So we are in January, mid-January. So y'all come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. All right, she said. Tiffany said she wanted people to fact check things that have been said about her. She said that she want people to put some respect on her name. This is the things that she said today in her live. I listened to it. I wish I could have been there and recorded it live, but I listened to it. And we're gonna listen to it a little bit here today, and we're gonna talk about it, and we're going to see. You know, again, people. Let me say this: I don't have a dog fight in this. I'm just a content creator. Yes, I know Tiffany. I have not spoke with her on the telephone. I have not texted with her. Anything. I'm putting this up on my own. No one is paying me. So we just going to analyze what she said today, just like a lot of content creative probably done today. They probably went over her live today and listened to her talk. But we're not going to listen to a whole hour live. We're going to scan through it. We're going to get some things that she talked about, and that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Hey, Dr. Davis, what's going on? Deborah Singleton, I see you. I see you. Nathan, I see you. I see you, Nathan. I see you, Nathan. I see you. All right. So that's where we're going. We're going to have a civilized conversation. We're going to speak our truth. Again, y'all know the rules. We're not going to go below the belt. But we can talk about each one of these little comments I put up about her. And we're going to talk about them. Put some respect on her name. She felt like she was threatened. Well, she said she was threatened. She said she's being bullied. She wants us to fact check everything. What else she said? Fact check questions and answers. What's going on in the community? Social media bullying, public safety. So these are the concerns that she said she had, and we're gonna address some of them. We're gonna address it. That's what we're gonna do. And so we're gonna show a little bit of a video. I need about 50 people on YouTube, maybe 20 on Facebook, and we can get to rolling. Right now, I think I'm at 36. While you on YouTube, make sure you hit the like button. While you on Facebook, hit the like button, hit the share button. We want to get it out. It's election time. It's serious time now, people. We're going down the wire now, you know. Come on in. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. It's going down to the wire, and we're going to be watching it. I'm going to be watching it. I'm going to be monitoring this election race all the way to the end. All the way to the end. So I need a lot of you guys with good listening ears and eyes and seeing eyes and good ears. Listen, we're going to watch her, Jason House 2020. We're going to watch this live. We're going to watch it. We need 50 people on Facebook, YouTube before we get started. Let me call in right now to get the phone line rolling. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're going to get started.
Hey, caller, this is Martin G, a.k.a. the Crime Chaser, live. Uncut, unedited
people.
Broadcast. Just before you speak, please turn down all your audio.
Tomorrow.
Please turn them off or down.
All right.
And do not have us on speakerphone so we won't have an echo.
All right.
And we'll be with you shortly.
So you were just looking for me, so okay. Bob, BKG. I think I seen Conscious on here. Hey, Conscious, how you doing? All right. I know Tiffany, the bully. That name called and walks around with goons and inappropriately uses police and can't be calling anyone a bully. Okay. Chi-Town, I'm going to come back. I can't stomach her, not again. Oh, wow. Okay. 5 minutes in, I had to leave. That live started with lies. Okay. All right. Pisces, hey, how you doing? All right. Sheila Ross. What's up, Miss Ross? All right. Janita. All right. Let's see. All right. Love is kind. Hey, Martin, I seen you and Jed on the document on the bait truck. I see you ain't new to this. Y'all true to this. That's right. That's right. People sleep on me. Y'all better go. I'm telling y'all, go listen. Go check me out. I ain't just listen. I'm not clickbaiting off Tiffany. Now, listen. When I speak about Tiffany, I do get good results. Don't get me wrong. First, nice little view numbers, little numbers. There's nothing really super to brag on, but man, people, I'm before this. All right, we're gonna get started. All right, you know, we're taking calls as well. Katie Nicole, I see you. I appreciate you. How many likes we have on our YouTube, people? We have 57 people on YouTube. We can get started. 53 now. How many likes do we have? Somebody put it up there for me. All right. So see, she has to give him facts too. Check. Plus Stan Brown showed up. The threats could not be that serious since he's a partner. It's a good point. Good point. Clean house. 25. Clean house. Clean house. All right. How many likes we have, people? Live, uncut, unedited. Y'all making some good points. I need y'all to call in. I need some new people to call in. Dr. Z said if she wants respect, she has to respect others and gain respect from others. Okay, Doc. Mama Poppins. All right. I see you. She will say you using her. No, this is freedom of information. Lisa, what's going on? All right. Clickbait. 24. I got 24 likes. That's okay. 66 people. I guess I can work with that. 24 likes, 23 likes. Come on, people, hit the like button. 26 likes. Hit the like button so we can get started. And we're going to take some calls, people. We're going to take some calls. I promise you. Just all I'm asking people, please respect other people's opinion. I don't care if they're not saying what you want to hear. Even if I'm not saying what you want to hear me out. I'm going to hear you out. I'm going to give you more than enough time to say what you have to say. All right. Now, we don't need no long sermon. We got 29 likes. Come on, people. Let's get them likes up. 70 people, 29 likes. Yeah, that's almost half. almost half, more than half actually. Come on in. No, a little less than half. All right. All right. We ready. We ready to rock and roll. We ready to rock and roll. All right. I'm looking for some callers. 872-299-0808. 872-299-0808. We got one caller calling in. And I'm gonna put a little bit up on the screen. We're not gonna show the whole hour that she went live. We're gonna take a little few sound bites and work from it. And these are the things that she said. She said that I'll be with you, doctor, in a minute. She said that she's being bullied. We need to put some respect on her name, and let's talk about the community. She's gonna have questions and answers. Okay. All right. Doc, you want to go now, before, or go after I show a little bit of this video? It's on you. Your call. Your call.
Show the video first.
Okay.
Love to watch.
Okay. All right. Let me get that video ready then. Let me get that video ready. It's some of the what she said today, so it's nothing new or anything, people. But let me put that up there. And all right, let's see. Let's start. We're gonna start from the beginning. We're not gonna listen to this whole thing, people. I promise you.
Judge me on my work and not judge me on hearsay.
All right, let's go. Let's start from the beginning. All right, here we go.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all for coming out this afternoon. And thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule just to hear from Super Mayor, of course. We're going to talk to you as it relates to a lot of issues that's going on in our city, in our township, and of course, national. Today is day one of Tiffany Finally Speaks. Normally, y'all really don't hear me engaging in mess as it relates to Q&As, things of that nature, because I always feel this way. My work speaks for itself. I want people to just judge me on my work and not judge me on hearsay, because this is not high school, but yet and still, we still treat it as though we're in high school. This is not that. Go through my city. Look at my city. Look at the accomplishments that we have created and all the things we have achieved under my leadership. Unfortunately, it's a big smear campaign going on that a lot of people don't understand or see, or a lot of people were so asleep to the fact of how politics work. Politics is hard, and I call it politics because all it is. It's tricking people to believe a narrative, which I feel that's what they have tried to do. And I'm gonna use the word tried because a lot of my people in my community still supports your super mayor. So I thank you, residents, for believing in me, loving on me, and knowing that this too shall pass. But when it passes, I pray for healing of the village of Dalton. I pray for commitment to growth, commitment to change, because I know change is hard. A lot of people don't like change. A lot of people don't want it, but it's warranted in our day and times. It's just like I always get this example. I'm sure I remember when y'all had that two-way beeper and pages. Remember that? The next tail of the church. Toot, toot. Remember that? When no matter what we felt and what we thought, we had to adapt to that change. They gave it all to us at one time, which is these touchscreen telephones, and we all had to adapt to the new system. It's the same concept when you want to come and create new, innovative ideas to your community. A lot of people don't understand this. I am a young politician. I'm not older. A lot of older people have older ways, and they're stuck in their ways. The good thing about me is I keep up with technology. I keep up with what's new, what's hot. And that's what I bring to my community. A lot of people don't like how I move. And when I say move, I'm talking about I might come in dancing. I might come in the way I look. And unfortunately, it's not your opinion that matters as it relates to how I look. You should be glad that you have a mayor that looks the part, plays the part, and acts the part. You should be glad you have someone young that's vibrant, relatable to the youth. I am reaching the youth. I am a triple threat, let alone a double down threat. And that's what people don't like. I'm the first. I'm the first African-American female mayor of Dalton. Of course, we had other black mayors, but I'm saying I'm the first female and the youngest. I am also the first female and youngest and black for the largest township in the state of Illinois. That's what this is really all about, and that's why I said truth will prevail. Truth Speaks, it's coming soon, and I will be doing a whole platform literally almost every day, let alone every other day. And this is day one of Truth Speaks. This is my intro to Truth Speaks. This is me telling you how we started, what's going on in our community, how we're going to fix it, and what's next for your super mayor. Because unfortunately, I don't know, the news, y'all just love me. I love y'all too, to a certain extent. But I'm saying, this is truly news you can use, and I want y'all to go take that to the bank. Go tell that, because y'all film things and y'all chop it all up, and I don't appreciate that. I hate the fact that when we give you a statement, it's always cut up. I hate the fact that when we give an interview or a resident that you might interview when you come around, you chop it up, or you don't show or display that resident that truly care about their community and truly got facts versus fiction as it relates to what has been done in their community. You don't play that. Residents, I challenge you today to go fact check everything you hear, everything you see. And I say on both sides, I'm very honest when it comes to that, because I stand on what I say, and I mean what I say. And I want you to check it and not necessarily just believe myself or believe others. Go and research it. And how you do that, right? That's the question. You FOIA the information. So when people say, hey, the mayor raised your property taxes, guess what? I don't vote for property taxes. You can go check it, go FOIA it. I even made a video for the Village of Dalton to show you who raised your property taxes, how it got raised. It's a tax levy that basically they vote on. And it tells you everybody that voted yes, everybody that voted no, and anybody that wasn't there. And that's how you fact check information before you tend to believe it, because everybody got a hate page or a hate group that's going around against one individual. It's sad. And it's sad because I do believe that hate is taught. I do. I don't believe it's none that you're born with. I think that people teach each other to hate one another. And you have haters too, whether it's in your work profession, whether it's in a church, whether it's at the schools. Everybody got somebody that don't like them or like how they do something. But it's up to you to live in your moment, live in your truth. Don't let nobody change who you are as a person. Don't let anybody tell you how you should walk or talk. Because at the end of the day, you are who you are. Look at the president. Donald Trump is the president of the United States, despite how we feel about it. Whether it was good, bad, or indifferent, he is our president. And that's all I'm telling you. I'm going to come in on a landslide. And when I do, make sure y'all in the rooms to go tell that. Because the lies that you have told is so heartbreaking that you guys have put me in a predicament where you get people attacked. People coming to my home. We're going to discuss all these things that you've been seeing. And it's sad because you are people. And you should have a problem with things like that, because now you're going beyond politics. You're going beyond who I am. I am a public official, and I hate using that word because I am a servant to the people. But that's who I am. So attack my family, my loved ones. Come on, y'all, stop. And you guys have seen it. So I'm going to start with this. I'm going to allow the people that I am running with to say a couple words to you guys so you can know the faces, and you can ask them questions if you like as it relates to what they're going to bring different to Dalton. To my right, I have Tanika Hughes. She is running for clerk because that department needs a ton of work. When you guys send FOIAs, again, another thing I get blamed for, I'm not the FOIA officer. They want me to be over everything. I get blamed for anything. The cat ran across the street, it's Tiffany fault. The people sitting outside, it's Tiffany fault. No. I am not over that. I govern the town. That is my responsibility. But I'm going to educate you on what a mayor does, what a trustee does, what a clerk does. Because right now, they got so many misleading informations or things out there that people don't understand. And that's why I said, check it. And that way you will know the truth for yourself instead of what somebody told you. And also Tanika Hughes, she's the director/manager, all in all, over the GA department in Thornton Township. That's where you go to get help at with your LIHEAP, your CETA. And we also help with your water bills, your mortgage, your rent, and also help you bury loved ones. These are the things that the fake news should use to educate the public on the resources, because you could be struggling with one of those things and you don't even know that you could go to Thornton Township and get help Whereas we have over $4 million surplus in her department, that's the GA department. We got over $9 million total with GA in the general fund as well. But these are things they should be advertising instead of talking about a person. But understand this, news is fake because they have to use things to draw you in. And right now they got commercials about me. I ain't never seen no mess like this ever in my life. It's other places that have mayors, board members, whether they're trustees or aldermen or committee members that they have problems with, but the news don't play that. They just playing Tiffany Henyard. So you should always ask yourself, why? Why don't they show the good that I do? Why don't they show you the things that when the kids know who the mayor is of that city, where the kids know who the supervisor is of that township? When you go into other towns or villages or cities, no one even knows who that mayor is, let alone the governor is. So all I'm saying to you guys is educate yourselves, and that's why I would say, let me educate you. When people take it the wrong way, get offended by it, only people that don't know get offended by it. The people that know and understand or didn't know what was going on, they say, oh, okay, I didn't know that. I learned something today, and that's just what it is. My girl is running for trustee here in our village. We need a new face in the place, and we need something different. And I pray that you give everybody the opportunity to be heard. I pray you give people the opportunity to serve you and not just go with the same old mess. Because if you never change, nothing will change in your life until you make that change. And I urge everybody to get out and vote. I want that movement to be big because the numbers are really low in the village of Dalton, let alone everywhere. People just don't want to vote. But yet everybody got an opinion about politics, right? You got an opinion about the people that's in office, but yet you won't go voice your opinion to vote them out of office. And I ask you to do that because right now, people have been gridlocking my government, gridlocking process and progress for you residents, services for you residents, and then I always show you who did it. But yet I don't hear your voices. I don't hear you sticking up for who did what to you. So I'm urging you to get more involved. I'm urging you to stop with the tunnel vision of going from A to B, which is home to work, grocery store to home. I'm urging you to get more involved with your government. Understand this, there are several different bodies of government in your village or your city. You have park, library, school board. You have all these other entities that take from your tax base. And that's something, a segment I did while I was trying to teach people how to read their tax bill and who takes what portion of their tax money. Something that I'm trying to do, something that I'm trying to do is, thank you so much, is.
All right, people, we're going to go back to her. We're going to, let me do something here. I'm going to go back to her real quick, and let's stay here. And we're going to get back. We got Dr. D. Davis on the line, and she wants to say something, and I want to hear what she has to say. Dr. Davis, are you there?
Hey, good evening, everyone.
All right, good evening. Welcome
I am
back.
here. I had to hurry up and mute my laptop because I was listening to it on my laptop. Unfortunately, if you pay attention to this video, not one time did she look into the video. Not one time. I have never seen a mayor not look into the video or the camera to speak their truth. Her eyes is everywhere. Is she not looking in the camera? And when you're not looking at your audience, you are lying. She put herself in this position. And unfortunately, the people around her, or some of the people around her, maybe all, maybe some, did not give her sound advice. Unfortunately. That's unfortunate. Now, I agree with her. You want to adapt to change, but you do not want to adapt to change that's going to hinder the community, period. Listen how she speaks. Go tell that. Take that to the bank. Top it up. Have you ever, anyone on this that's typing in, have you ever heard a mayor say, go tell that, chop it up, take that to the bank? If that is not the most ignorant speaking I have heard of 2025, she's always speaking like that. and she wants others to respect her. As I wrote into your chat there, you have to earn respect, and you also have to respect others too for them to respect you. Regardless if you're 25, 35, 40, 40, it doesn't matter her age. You know, that's unfortunately. She's a narcissist. I done said it 100 times. That woman's a narcissist. Why did she even mention Donald Trump? She's nowhere near on Donald Trump level, regardless of what. She said it's not about hate. Both adults hate her. Why? Why do they hate you? What did you do? What are you trying to do to change? You're not. You know, she is something else, and it's unfortunate. And I'll say this to the dog in Thornton Township. I'm so sorry that you all had to put up with that mess. But she didn't even speak to you all. She was speaking to the sky and the wall. She was not speaking it to the camera. When I talk to you, Martin, I look you in your eye. When we met in person.
Right.
You know, I'm not looking all over to the right and to the left, and I'm not doing that. When you have an issue in your township or you are the mayor, you speak directly to the people, not to the walls, not to the ceiling. I feel so sorry for her because she doesn't understand. Once the federal government do their investigation, they like IRS. IRS don't come for you until you owe $10,000 or more. Then they coming for you. Once the federal government get enough information on her, she is going to jail. Baby girl, stop talking about Donald Trump because that's a whole different ball game right there. He was whole convicted and still a president. Well, getting ready to be the president of the United States. Don't compare yourself to him. You're nowhere near on his level. I really do feel sorry for her, but I'll say this from time to time again, that she's a narcissist. She speaks extremely too ghetto. She speaks out of turn. She tells so many lies. She want to play victim, and I feel sorry for her, and I'm going to let someone else speak.
Okay.
Johnson.
Okay, thank you. We got a new caller, too, as well. Hey, 252, how you doing? 252, you're live, uncut, unedited. 252, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry, Martin. I didn't hear you. I'm sorry. Let me turn it down. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
How are you, Martin?
I'm great. I'm excited to hear what you guys have to say today, and that's my main focus today. Okay. I want to hear what you guys have to say. I'm gonna do less comment today, but I really want to hear what you guys have to say. Go ahead.
No problem.
Go ahead.
I looked at, and she's a poster board for cognitive dissonance. Narcissist just doesn't even describe her the way most people see her. I mean, Tiffany had to have grown up with or in an environment where accountability was a fleeting thought. I looked at that slate of electors, and I remember a couple of weeks ago we had a panel. You asked us a question about the panel that she selected, and by all appearances, they seem to be kiss asses. That if they were to get on the board or as trustees, they'd be a rubber stamp for her. I mean, they couldn't even articulate what they were, about today. The first one did, but the second one, I don't know. She came out of left field, and it reminded me of Tiffany. And I looked at the things that she talked about as far as they do this, they do that. I don't know who she surrounds herself with. Is there not anyone in her camp to say, everything that you're going through, Tiffany, is self-inflicted. You did this to yourself. And for the life of me, I cannot understand why she's not humble. When I look at her, I see hubris. The FBI is investigating you. And the idea that she goes on, as she's done many times before, well, probably not as of late, but spending money and being reckless, talking about a $9 million or $4 million surplus that nobody has seen. The people in Thornton have not seen the documentation to prove that there is a $9 million surplus. But even if there was, there is a board there She doesn't have autonomy. You just can't give out the people's money because they paid into the system. That is so abstract to me, to think that a mayor could think that that's how you distribute money back to the citizens because they paid into the system. That's what we're supposed to do. Those tax dollars are supposed to maintain our roads, our water, sewer, and the upkeep and the maintenance of the city. None of which she's done from my understanding, just by looking at the blight in that city alone. I just do not get it. She makes people want to root for her to go to jail.
I have a question too.
Just unreal to me.
Doc, I have a question too. I think I put on the thumbnail some questions. Well, that's the other part of the video that I haven't got to. She said that she felt like that she's been bullied. She feel like that she's been threatened. She asked that the people put some respect on her name. What else? Let me see that I put on there. This is the things that she said in the same video that we're talking about. Let me just get it right. What's going on in the community. Also, she said, fact check everything you see and hear. Okay, that's what she said.
She's not done that.
Right. No, she's
not
telling.
One fact did she bring.
No, I'm just telling. She's telling us as the audience. She said that.
Yeah. I get that. Right. Yes, she did. I heard that.
Right.
But when you ask her to bring facts, you never have seen facts. I hope. Well, actually, sometimes I don't want to wish ill will on anybody, but for certain people in society, they deserve what's coming to them, because she's pronounced every time she's been before that board, I'm bringing you facts, I'm giving you this, but yet she shows none. I hope if she does do another sit down now trying to get a platform in YouTube, she exposes herself for what she really is, because it's the same jumbo over and over and over again. We've heard it all before. And just getting up there today.
To hear it.
I mean, yeah, we will, because until the FBI locks her butt up. But
right.
You did this, Tiffany. You created the hell that you're in right now. Just off of your hubris of today alone, that just speaks to us like you don't give a damn.
Yeah, I got another question.
And then she surrounds herself with goons.
Right. I have another question too.
I'm sorry.
She did say that she's young and she know a lot of older people are stuck in their ways and she's doing things a little different. She did say that in the video, in the beginning of the video. So what's your thoughts on that?
I mean, out shoveling snow at 12:30, she probably only did one driveway, but even if she did do 10 or 5 more, the idea that these people in the elderly in Dalton, unless you're sleeping under a rock, you don't know what this girl has been doing in that city. Those elderly people know that. She does this for show. If she's done nothing else, she knows how to play the politics that she speaks about all the time. She's ahead of the game in some regards, as far as speaking to her audience and the people that she wants to speak to, that she thinks is going to deliver the votes for her. But in the end, that insults the intelligence of those voters. You've blown money in both municipalities. Why does she think people are going to vote for her? And I saw the little thing last night with Jedediah, where she, sent a letter of intent. I was hoping that she would go. I guess right now the bandwidth of us, most of us are thinking, do whatever you have to do because you deserve what's coming to you, because you're so. It's just a hubris for me. But she's a narcissist and she just doesn't give a damn. There's no accountability. What went wrong in her upbringing that this is okay?
It may not be her upbringing. It may not be her upbringing now, because we don't know her upbringing, so we don't want to go there.
You have this level of cognitive dissonance, and there not be something lacking in your upbringing. I'm not going to say that's on her parents.
But hold on. Sometimes when people get a hold of money, they change. A lot of times they change. That's fact. They change. They
but
do.
You
they
stand
change.
on your core principles, right, Doc? Don't they still? If you have principles, yes, I'm sure you do. But for the most part, for people that are in government or people just grown, period, you have principles and you stand firm on them. And if you're in public service, your agenda should be to serve the public. It's all about what people should do for her. Something went wrong somewhere.
And she's playing the victim. Answer his question.
And she's not
about her being bullied, and
That's
she's
right.
playing the victim. She
I
is
hope
the
those
victim.
people out there wake up. True, that's true. I just hope the voters out there wake up and heed the call, because you can have 50 other Jedediahs and Martins in that town coming on every week saying the same thing that we all say when we call in. But this has got to stop. The next person coming behind her, hopefully, is Jason. But she's making it hard for the other people to come on the scene who really want to give. And she's a Black woman. That escapes her. She uses that as her mantra, but yet she defies everything that Black women stand for. I don't get that logic. I just do not get it.
Black woman that's in power.
Yeah,
Y'all
that's
should be
Black
ashamed
woman
of
crap.
yourselves.
All right. I'll let somebody else take it.
Okay, thank you, Doc.
All right.
All right. Area code 803. 803. Go ahead, Carl.
Hey, Martin.
How you doing, sir?
How are we doing this evening, Martin?
Good. What's your thoughts and your comments?
Well, Martin, as many times as I've called on this panel, it doesn't seem to change. The one thing I will say is that if we keep waiting for these quote unquote receipts that she has that she's going to bring to light, I think the rapture is going to happen. I really think that the rapture will happen before she produces these receipts. But then at the same time, how many audits did she not do yearly were not turned in? Those right there are receipts. Had she done the audits and those audits been turned into the state, those are receipts right there. Everything that we deal with, Tiffany, is in theory. In theory, they have this. In theory, they have that. So, and I truly don't think we're going to get much substance from her over the next couple of weeks. I believe everything that she's doing right now is just her diversion, song and dance, reflection, because she understands that the grip and the grasp of power is fleeting from her. So she's using every parlor trick that she's learned from other politicians and other, I would almost say scammers, really, in order to try to keep those who aren't going to look any deeper blinded. She knows the target audience that she's aiming to, lend herself to. Her target is the elderly. Historically, from my understanding, the voting bloc has been made of primarily older people. Although, from my understanding, the younger or middle-aged people of that community actually outnumber them. So I think what she's just trying to do now is just solidify the people who she just really knows is not going to look any deeper. She uses a lot of trigger words that will make herself relatable to the older people. Oh yes, that they don't have no respect. They look at how someone may advocate, and they'll look specifically at someone like Jedediah and the way that he advocates, and they'll be like, well, it doesn't take all that. That's just so disrespectful. And I love the way that Jedediah really has tried to break down his level of advocacy and how he advocates. Mr. Martin, the way that you advocated in your time and the things that you've done, you've gone from so many different ends of the spectrum according to the situation. You've had times, Mr. Martin, where you were not as hyped, and there were other times, Mr. Martin, you were about that business, man.
Yeah, I try to be fair, man, when in my report, and some things we don't even need the FBI to know. We see it right there. We see it right there, and that's what I was trying to tell people. Now let's be honest. Now you could like Tiffany regardless of what, and I don't have a problem with that. I mean, I know her personally, and I see some things that's probably considered to penitentiary. I hope it don't end that way. I hope it don't end that way. I think I've got a chance to know Tiffany. So some of you guys just know her from far off, but I know her, but that doesn't make it no excuse for that type of behavior. You know, some things that she do that I can't stand with her. I can't stand with you. You calling people liars out in public like that, and you talking down people, locking people out of the township and not giving foils. I can't do that. The type of person I am, I can't stand with that. You know, I just
she feels the heat, she feels the spotlight, and she feels it in ways that she did not expect it to actually intensify. She expected it.
So I have
one of those things where, sometimes, and I will say this, as a people, sometimes we start something and we leave it alone and we fall off on it. And that's just, that's just unfortunate.
Doc, you can ask a question.
Our habit.
Hold on, bro. Doc, you can ask a question, but not for me now. But go ahead. Go for them. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I know, not for you. It's for him.
Okay.
So, in what you just said, which made every bit of sense, do you think now that so many people is against her in Dalton and the Thornton Township that now she's trying to cover her tracks? Now that she's trying to cover what she has done in the past, what do you think?
I think she understands that at some point, light is going to be shown. And I think she's trying to soften whatever the blow is going to be or blow back from it. She's trying to garner enough support to create that reasonable doubt of, well, maybe this ain't really real. Maybe they created this narrative. When she's using these keywords, fake news, and all of these things that we hear now that she's using pretty frequently, that then turns into those conspiracy theories of, well, they just set her up. They just didn't like her, so they set her up. So I really do believe that she's trying to create a narrative to soften the blow of whatever reporting actually comes out. I've been railroaded. I've been
that makes sense.
Falsified. Documents have probably even been falsified. I don't, at this point, I don't doubt any level of excuse that she's going to use once the light has truly been shown and all those books are open.
All right. Let's take another.
Thank you.
We got another caller, Mr. Sergeant.
What's going on, my brother?
How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. Now, personally, I hope that Tiffany wins. Just me, personally.
Okay.
I hope she wins.
Sarge, come on now. Are you
Hold up. Can I exercise my personal opinion, please?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, thank you. Allow me to finish. I hope that she wins because just like people get what they pay for, people get what they vote for. Now, for all of the dissatisfied voters, maybe they'll get off their lazy hind parts and exercise their right to vote, and they won't have the problem that they currently have. Right? Right. So if she wins again, it's a lot of, what was that James Brown song? Like a dull knife, just ain't cutting, talking loud, but ain't saying nothing. That's it.
Okay. 252.
Martin, can I ask the question?
Yeah, go ahead. No, ask me the question. You can ask the panel. Okay, go ahead.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Sarge, can I ask you this, though? What then would speak to the community that within the first year of her being in office took it to a vote to have her recalled? If they were so complacent and so satisfied with the status quo of everything that she was doing, then why did the community actually come together, get off their butts, and actually put it to a vote, and they had the votes for recall?
Because they should have went and got their butts up and did what they should have did in the first place and voted. Can you imagine how many people don't vote saying, oh, well, don't worry about it because everybody else, so I ain't got to vote because I know everybody else is going to vote for a certain candidate. Happens all the time.
No, and I can't disagree with you, Sarge, and that's why I was saying earlier in my statement that she is aiming towards the voting bloc of the elderly, because that is what traditionally has shown up to the polls. Although within Dalton, the voting bloc is actually, the majority of the voting bloc is made of middle-aged people or younger. So that is a problem of people not understanding government, not wanting to pay attention. Now you have a reversal, and this is what is making her nervous. You actually have engagement and interest in people who have not traditionally voted within that township, within that village. They are now paying attention. Now, we can always, hindsight is always 20/20. There's plenty of things at 45 I wish I knew better or understood better at 21. Plenty of things. All we can do is live and learn, and then correct our mistakes and correct ourselves and evolve and do better. So I can't really just denigrate or vilify the city itself for what they did not do. I have to now look at what are they doing now, and it seems like they have woken up, and time will tell once we see the votes and see who really voted, and actually let's see then. And then from there, if you did all this talking but still did not cast a vote, shut up.
But let me ask you this, caller. You mentioned about them being, on alert now to get her out of office. But initially, after I think it was after the first couple of months or so. I can't remember how many months it was before they did the recall. When I hear, I don't even want to talk the guy up. I'm not even going to say the number or the name from down there in the bayou. She was recalled because she was, wasting money at the time. She was not being transparent with the trustees, and her supporters always bring that out, that it was the trustees that sat beside her every meeting and never held her accountable. Why are they now taking the juxtapositions that we've done everything we could do? That started then. So it's not like something that they've been doing, they've tried to get it out of her. It's not something that they set on their laurels and say, okay, you can just go blow all the money that you want. It's not about who voted for her or who didn't vote at that point, because she was in office, and whoever voted for her, they voted for her. It's when she got there that she became reckless. None of that matters about, what happened before. When she got in there, she's shown them, I'm not going to do the job the way it should be done. It's a one-woman show, get on board or get off. That's been her whole mantra for the last 4 years. So who voted for her then matters not.
Right. And I think, a lot of things were, I've heard a lot of people publicly admit, hey, we really thought that she was going to do the job. We really thought that she was going to perform, that she was going to do things differently, that all of the things that she said by mouth, that she was going to come in there and make a difference in ways that the status quo was going to be changed. And it was a shock, I think, to everyone to see her, like you said, just come in with a totally different approach.
Agenda.
One of the biggest things I've really hoped throughout this situation, aside from what, is good for the village and what's good for the township, I honestly am hoping that this situation creates an awakening within the younger people to become more educated and more involved within their local politics, because we can try to do so much in regards to, and Mr. Martin, we had this conversation a couple of months ago in regards to us as a people consolidating, doing things to strengthen our community. But one of the things I said, even within that show and on that panel, I said two things. We've got to become literate in our money, but then we have to become literate in our politics. because we can do everything we want to with our money, but as long as they have the power to change laws, they will always rewrite the rules.
Always.
According to what protects them.
We got a new caller.
So I really do hope that this does help push the youth to maybe become more active. Love the show, Martin. I'm gonna get off, man.
Oh, okay, thank you. 2067. Go ahead, caller. 2067.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing today? Hello, panel. Hi, Kat. This is 682.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
So what's going on with you? What's the comment today?
Well, my comment was what people keep forgetting is during C-19, people were not moving like that. So everyone was not running out to vote. They were more concerned about their health. So there was a lower voter turnout as well.
I didn't even think about that.
My other comment was, because remember, people thought it was going to end, but it just kept going. My other comment is that there were a lot of promises that were made. And with the team that she had before, she had a strong team of trustees. She says that they ran off of her, but she ran off with their back because they talked about the popularity that Trustee Brittany had and how she got even more votes than her to be trustee as, coming in. And they talked about people saying because they knew Trustee House, they voted for her because she promised that the feedback was that she promised that she would work with them and that she would be willing to change some things. So they gave her a chance. And that's what you keep hearing people say, those exact words. We gave her a chance. We decided to give her a chance. But then they saw that it wasn't working. And with this new team that she has one that allegedly put documents together as a notary with a person that said he didn't want to be part of a lawsuit. She has another person that tried to be clever and use a scripture that failed. And then she has another person that's ready to just kind of run out and make these changes, but yet that's not the job of a clerk. So we didn't see a strong force even with the ticket that she has today.
Can somebody explain what happened with the clerk or what's going on with the clerk? I saw a little snippet of that with Clerk Keys. Is he trying to leave Thornton Township Board and as the clerk for Thornton, or what's going on with that? I was a bit confused.
Well, someone was
people get confused that there's two different. That Dalton is Dalton, that's Clerk Keys, and Thornton is the clerk that wrote the letter. That is Loretta Wells. So two different people, two different responsibilities. So Clerk Wells wrote a letter.
Okay.
She's not leaving. She's still in her clerk position. Her letter specifically stated that she's asking for the January 21st election of trying to get a new trustee to take over the place of Jerry Jones, that she does not want to be part of the election committee. Part of her role as the clerk is on her job description is to be part of that committee. That's going to come with some heat because now people are looking at her.
Is that because she could be the vote to break the tie for the new trustee coming in? Is that why?
Well, yes, she is able to vote, but they're looking at her now more than ever because she was recently called out for an error by a resident at a meeting just this week. So people are looking at her more. And I'm actually surprised that they just started, because I did ask that question last week on a panel, why people aren't calling her and Darlene Gray out. So her husband is the third longest serving mayor of Illinois. He has the position that Frank Zeccarelli had at South Suburban College.
Wow. No hell.
So what happened also with I also heard in that video tonight, I thought it was a lie. She said, I will be back on the ballot. I go to court next week. It's my understanding that the court case had been continued to get her back on the ballot until after the election. Is that correct? Or because in the video she said she will be in court on Friday, and I will be back on the ballot.
You know, I typically don't believe what she says because I haven't really saw much of it that when I fact check to be true. So that's something that I would actually have to see on court documents. That is her hope. She doesn't know how the judge will rule.
But didn't they report, I think Jedediah reported the other day that the court case was continuing until after the election, therefore she will not be on Thornton, running for running for mayor there.
Well, yeah,
and
I did hear that reported. I just didn't see it with my own eyes.
And Martin, you said that she was running, or I won't categorize it as running, but is she nervous? Absolutely. I mean,
of course.
if she had shown up at that meeting last night, or I think that position, what was reported, 95,000. Of course, she's concerned about her bread and butter. I mean, that's gone if she can't run for Thornton.
Yeah.
And as Dalton mayor, they don't make that kind of money over there. So of course, she wants to solidify whatever voting block she can, because in a couple of months, that $200,000 job is going to be out the window. So I think that's a lot of why we're seeing what we're seeing now with these sporadic videos. I hope she doesn't do any more, because she's going to walk her butt right to jail. She's going to expose herself. So people that are around her, we tell her, go sit her butt down somewhere and be quiet, because the FBI is watching and she seems to forget that.
I don't think people are holding her accountable, because one simple thing, if she was someone that was close to me, I would say, girl, stop saying that you are the long wolf. Do not say that again. You are not a long wolf, ma'am. You know, just little basic things tells you she doesn't have people around her that she's listening to or that feel comfortable to hold her accountable, because, you know, that's the other part.
The SAR's still on, Mr. Johnson.
Yeah, we got a new caller real quick.
Yes,
let's take the new
still
caller.
on.
Let's take the new caller real quick. Hey, new caller, 9433. Go ahead. Thank you for holding.
Hey, Martin, how you doing?
Good.
I'm just calling to say I watched her video, and she, to be honest with you, she just needs to go sit down, take her loss. God put her in the position. She didn't do right by the people, and just move on. And she thinks everything is funny. Everything is not a joke. This should have been a learning lesson for her. I mean, yes, all eyes on her. Her video, she said everybody getting clapped off her. No, Tiffany, you brought the attention to yourself. When you put your hand in the cookie jar, and she probably, like you say, it's other people gonna go down with her. But take your losses. Take your losses. Take your losses.
Can I ask y'all a question? I want to ask all you guys at panel. What does she mean when we need to put some respect on her name? Now, what? Because she did say that in the video.
You want everybody to keep on top of her. Anything that we
want people to fear her.
Okay.
Right. And anybody that says anything about her, it should be something positive, I take it. You know, for me, for Tiffany.
Well, what I got from the video is by putting some respect on her name, it's meaning everybody is getting clout off her. Everybody getting paid off her. You brought the attention to yourself. See, one thing about a black woman, a strong, powerful, educated black woman, Martin, we can get silent and get real quiet on you. But she brought the attention to herself. So like I said, she needs to take your losses and go sit down. That's it. And she made a comment towards Jedediah. I read that between the lines too.
Okay. Well,
Martin.
Okay, hold
Martin, actually.
Go ahead. I got to say something, but go ahead, Sarge. Go ahead, real quick.
Okay. Actually, when she said that, all she was doing was emulating the rapper Birdman from the Breakfast Club.
Exactly. Thank you.
It was
That's what I was gonna
okay.
say.
It was emulation.
Right.
I'm not gonna say that word on your show.
Mm.
I'll put it this way: it was emulation of typical Wakandans in Blackistan.
Okay.
She's been saying this for 3 years.
I didn't
take
that. I didn't. No, she. I took it as
Look up when Birdman was on the Breakfast Club with whatever that dude that's the host, and he had his goons with him. He's like, "You're gonna put some respect on my name. Now, are we done or are we finished?"
Okay.
I mean, my thing is, I'm not going to use a movie as an example. I'm not going to use a movie as an example. I get what you're saying.
It's not a movie. Excuse me. It's not a movie. It was an interview on the Breakfast Club.
We saw it, Sarge, and what it meant was when you talk about me, it better be some good things coming out of your mouth. Don't talk trash about me. That's what that meant.
Okay. Now,
that's how people interpreted it.
Okay, Pamela.
It was simulation.
Go ahead, Doctor.
But I saw the whole video. I saw the whole interview, and that's what he meant because Charlemagne was asking him about things that was going on in his life at the time. I know that, but he wanted to associate that with it's just something a formality. He just said that. No, he said it for a reason, and she said it for a reason today as well.
Yeah, it's just like when she emulated and wore the Nino Brown costume.
Okay.
She's an emulator.
Okay. Let's
and I felt like
go ahead, Dr. D.
She said that they, in other words, she's superior and everybody else under her is inferior.
Okay. Let's play a little bit of this last part of the video, and she spoke on her character, people. And when I'm done with this video, I need you guys to talk about it. Okay. All right, I'm going to play the last part of this video. Probably about the last 5 minutes or so.
Thankful for the FBI reaching out about the threats as it relates to whoever reported it to them. So I thank you for that. And was telling them to basically take all this stuff serious, right? Because everybody just act like I'm just saying things. I don't have to lie about threats. People get mad because I don't show you the threat. For what? Why? Went to the courthouse. When we went to the courthouse, the same fool in the courthouse doing the same thing. So now, you get the sheriff and them come and get the food and tell them, you can't do that. You shouldn't be doing that. We walking out of the library, the fool literally trying to put on his belt, but got his phone up filming me. If that ain't a threat, I don't know what to tell you. Why are you looking for me? We're in the courthouse. And you just got there, so someone had to call you to tell you to come there. And this is what I keep telling y'all. You're supposed to protect y'all mayor. Y'all supposed to sit back and watch nutball stuff like this go on as it relates to people being stupid over clicks and views, over want to be popular. Like, stop, guys. This is people's lives y'all playing with. So I just want y'all to understand what is going on. Went before the judge. Of course, the judge said continuance until, like I just told y'all about this game, right? You were in there about a threat. You were in there about somebody threatening you, claiming they're going to harm you, right? And he continued until January 28th, I believe. But this is what I'm dealing with. These type of things. But yet y'all don't see this and I don't talk about it. I just move on with my life and keep going. But all these things are happening because I won't do what they want. I won't hire who they want. I won't give out contracts. I won't do all these things because I am committed to the people. I'm committed to growth. I'm committed to, hey, I ran the lead. I didn't run to be nobody's puppet. But yet, everybody on the other side, I keep telling you, they are puppets, and the puppet masters is, I always told you, Napoleon, and Thaddeus. Those are the puppet masters, along with the lawyers. I told y'all this over and over again. So until you see it for what it is, stay tuned. Because it's a lot of corruption going on, and it ain't your mayor. It's a lot of theft going on, and it ain't your mayor. It's the people that's pointing the fingers. them the ones you should be paying attention to, them the ones you should be checking. Ain't never been corrupt, and I ain't never been a thief, ever. I don't rock like that, I don't play like that. So y'all need to stop, and please put some respect on my name, because I am boots on the ground. I am in the fire. I am walking it like I talk it. I am doing those things for community because I care. I don't got time for the drama. I just want to see my community better. I just want the Black and brown communities to see their worth and stop allowing people to just give you crumbs. I want better for us. I want better for Thornton Township. I do. And we have to start by starting. But it starts with you, residents. You have to care. So please come out and vote. Election starts February 10th. Is early voting through February 24th. And of course, election day is February 25th. So please come out and vote. I thank y'all for listening. I thank you for being out here. I thank you for everything. Okay. All right, we're going to end this live. And I just want you to know I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. I know I've been here for a while. The next episode, we'll talk about visions, goals, accomplishments, because I got a ton of them that we have done since I've been in office. Streets, alleys, sidewalks, tree trimming, things that people really care about. Thank you so much just for listening.
All right, people. You heard it. You heard it for yourself. We've heard it.
You want us to talk about character?
Yeah, talk about that. She did talk about
Okay.
go ahead, guys. Go ahead. Whoever want to talk first.
My interpretation of character goes it's a little simplified. Character is what you see. No, character is what goes on when you don't see what's happening. And Tiffany does everything out loud. I'll end my comments with this. I said the same thing about Trump, and I'll apply that same logic to her. When a politician has gone so horribly wrong in everything that she set out to do, I just don't understand why they cannot humble themselves and understand, we see that you've operated on the other end of the moral spectrum for the last 4 years. Admit to your constituents, I didn't do everything right. I could have done it better, and change her behavior. And if you come back with a sense of humility and remorse, people are more apt to forgive you and look at you at a different light. Would people do that now if she did that at this juncture? No, but I'm hoping when this bill is over, because it will come to an end. You cannot continue to live a life in the way that in the way that she does and treat people in the manner that she does and expect God to continue to bless you. So I hope after this that she can come back to the fold with that humility, and character building starts when you've fallen to your lowest point. And I don't think she understands that she's fallen. And when she does, hopefully there'll be a sense of remorse coming from her and humility where she can come back to her constituents and say, I didn't do it right the first time. I can govern from the middle, but I can still keep my principles intact. And until she does that, and if she doesn't do it, until she does, it will never be a change. And if she doesn't do it, she won't be welcome back in any community. I'll let you guys take it tonight. Thanks for taking my call, Mark.
No problem. Dr. Davis.
Have a good night.
Dr. Davis.
Bye-bye.
Well, I heard she did look into the camera a couple of times. She done said food like 4 times, and y'all, and game, and puppet, and Napoleon, and puppet, and masters, and rock light, and once again, everyone, that Illinois has been known for politicians to play to play, pay to play. And that I feel like that she will still be doing what she was doing in the past if someone did not drop a dime on her. All of them have done it. Every last one of them. They go to Vegas, they go to different places. She just got caught. And quite a few have gotten caught. Like Gorovich, Governor Ryan. Quite a few people have gotten caught in Illinois. And unfortunately, Illinois is a state that we have a high rate of politicians who are corrupt. And unfortunately, as I stated, she's a narcissist. Now, the reason why I asked Sarge if he was on the phone or not, because all I asked, this is my only question to Sarge. What if everything comes to light that is the truth? That everything she did wrong, she spent all this unnecessarily money, she went to Vegas, she did this, we all know she went to Vegas, include Andrew Holmes and et cetera, et cetera. What will be your views on that? After you answer Mr. Johnson's question after this video, what will be your view? Would your views change about her being the mayor again?
No, and I'll tell you why my views wouldn't change. She is your typical, strong, educated Black woman, okay? As a majority, and I give examples, as a majority, unwed baby mamas, just like with the video that we discussed about the young lady that went in front of the church. Hold tight. Now, who uploaded that video for the world to see? Jamil Hill. Okay, Jamil Hill, a 5-year in, married, practically beyond childbearing years, educated Black woman, optionless, like the mayor of D.C. who adopted a child beyond childbearing years, like the one that was talking about I wouldn't date the bus driver unless he owned the company, like the mayor of New Orleans, like Lori Lightfoot, a one-term mayor who said, I'm not going to give interviews to white people, but you go home to a white woman. Okay, there are certain things that certain people are good at. And if you call it out, you're called a sexist. But I'm like, where's the proof? And as of all the other stuff, I heard somebody mention Blagojevich and someone else. They didn't mention Jesse Jackson Jr. going to jail, coming out that his wife went to jail right after that. So come on now. If we gonna run it, let's run it. Because I'm gonna run it all.
No, I just gave an example. I didn't give. We don't have time to go through everyone that went.
Let's talk about Ryan.
And that's just the thing. That's what we need. We need time to go through it all. Because the more you know, the more you know. And that's the big problem.
We have a new caller, guys.
People only want to know and hear what makes them feel good.
We have a new caller. Eric.
I only just gave an example, Sarge. I know, Mr. Johnson. I just gave an example. That's all. Not everyone.
Let's get to
a lot that went to jail in Illinois.
Yeah, let's get to the new caller. 248. Welcome, new caller.
What's happening, Mark, man?
And what's going on?
Hey, man, shout out to Dog, man. Hey, I come from a little small city outside of Detroit, and we've had mayors that have used taxpayer dollars as their own personal piggy bank. You know what? And I look at her situation, man. I mean, before she was mayor and supervisor, what did she make? About 40, 30 grand a year. Now she's making two. Yeah. So now she's making $250 on one and 50 on the other. That was a big blessing right there. She just dropped the ball on it. I mean, I don't know what Riley Rogers done in the past, but the FBI never investigated him, but they're investigating her. And all these people that's talking about, well, hell, she needs a mentor and she needs this and just talk to her. No, it's time off for that. No, man. I mean, get her out of there. She had her chance. Move on.
Man.
Okay. Okay. 2067. You've been quiet. I know you.
Yeah. You know, when I think about a character, I think about a person that is not using a lot of I's. And when she speaks, all you hear is I did this, I did that. You know, this is January. This is Martin Luther King's birthday month. So hopefully she'll have time by then to reflect on the nightmare that she has created for her town, for her family, because quite a few people are suffering with respect to that.
Right.
And And I agree with what a lot of comments, I read the comments of what people said with the interpretation of put my respect on my name, because she's been saying that actually she tells the trustees that pretty regularly. You better put some respect on my name. But if she starts with removing I, and she gets to a place where she learns that it's not an I position, that she's in a position where she needs a team, she needs an administration. And if you remember, the former mayor's assistant, she actually called Tiffany out for a lack of education. Tiffany created this so-called education that she claimed that she got. But that's why the attorney questioned her in that manner. But Elizabeth already called her out on that. But I think about Harold Washington. I think about when Harold Washington, he waited. He didn't say what he did until his term was over and it was re-election. And then in the Chicago Defender, he had every promise he made and the date that he kept each one of those promises. And he gave 10%, Martin, you know this is true, 10% of his salary that he made back to the deficit, to help with that deficit that Jane Byrne left.
Wow. It did.
I don't even know why Chicago voted for Jane Byrne. As ugly as she is, I mean, come on. That was an ugly white woman.
Yeah, sorry, stop it.
Lord have mercy.
Stop it.
But as long as she has a good presentation and you believe in her. But looks don't have anything to do with anything. I mean, Tiffany Henyard looks. A lot of people think Tiffany Henyard looks gorgeous, but look what she's doing to the town, man.
Well, I know that, but I'm like, Jane Byrne just straight ugly. I mean, come on.
I mean,
all right, let's stay on topic.
I can't even remember what she looks like, but
let's stay on topic. Let's stay on topic, people.
It's just time for her to take her seat. It's time for her to sit down. And I totally agree with the young lady. It's I. When you are working for the community, it's no I. It's no I. Exactly. And then I like when she said, dream team, her dream team. Well, you got certain people on you now, and Tiffany doing a lot of dirt that she don't think other people know about. She doing some underhanded dirt. She doing a whole lot of underhanded dirt. So I hope she don't get reelected. I hope they pick somebody else. Yes.
Well, Martin. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's going to take them years to straighten out her mess.
Yeah, I believe that too.
Okay. Now, Mark. Earlier, someone mentioned about C-19 voting. Okay.
Yep.
The elderly people were not out voting during C-19.
That's what I said.
Elderly people. You did?
Yes, that's what I stated.
They've been okay. Maybe I made a mistake because to err is human.
I was going to give you flowers from last night. Now I didn't catch the line. I watched the replay. I was going to give you flowers for the way you handled last night. Now I was going to say that next time I talk.
Hold on before we get to talking about flowers and roses and crimsons and clovers.
I gave it to you already. It's done.
Before we do all that.
It doesn't take long to hand you flowers.
Okay, now before we do all that, I was, looking at the fact that the seniors, right? Those are the people that really didn't come out to vote. Now, I heard wrong. What my ears heard going to my brain was the seniors are the ones that got her in office because they came out strong to vote for her during C-19.
No, not during C-19. However, she knows that future, that is who she could rely on. So that's why she focuses on that, because she says that they actually come out to vote, not based on what she's experienced, not an ED, but an ING.
Okay, so see, that's good because maybe someone else that's listening, maybe they heard things the way I did. Maybe. So that puts clarity on all of that and clears that whole mess up for everyone to understand.
Yeah, that's why I said that when I came in. It's just kind of to take us back to what was when you said, I hope she wins. I came right in and said what was going on at that time.
Oh, okay. That's why I missed it, because I was talking. Because I can't talk and listen at the same time.
I apologize. I hope she do not win. Dawson, please move on. Do not. I hope she do not win. Please, man. Trust me. Like I told you before, I'm from a small city outside Detroit, and mayors have ran through our city before. No, keep it moving. Next person up. I'm pretty sure
But
you can find somebody.
You had Kwame, right?
I'm not from Detroit, actually. I'm from outside of Detroit, but I know about Kwame. So,
okay,
yes.
Because my neighbor did not know until I told him just 2 weeks ago that Trump pardoned Kwame.
Yes, he did.
He was so upset. He was saying words I never heard him say before.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know,
but see, Kwame was supposed to do 28 years. He was supposed to do 28.
Right. That was the last one of the last things Trump did was he pardoned Kwame. And Kwame is a Democrat.
Yeah, so now he's a Republican.
Well, there now to go down this way, he did also pardon someone. Her name was Angela Stanton King, hardcore Democrat. I wouldn't have I ain't gonna go all into that to make a long story, but he pardoned her. She ran for mayor of Atlanta as a Republican. I'm like, girl, you ain't got a chance in the world, but kudos to you.
What was her history?
If you think back now, hold on.
All right,
Chicago
people.
folks.
We're not finna go there. We finna. No. We listen. I'm trying to keep this limited. I'm getting ready to end this right now. I appreciate all the callers, the panel, and all that. I think we've been on an hour 21 minutes. We had more than enough time with the few people that we had on the panel, and it's it. It's a shame, people. It's a shame, but it's real. We've caught her in a lot of lies. We have really caught her in a lot of lies. But right now,
So Martin?
Yes, go ahead.
Do you think if you protested, not saying that you will, but you protested, in Dalton, do you think if it were today that based on the way that the police seem to respond now, which is quite different from when you were protesting, do you think that the outcome would be different?
Probably so. See, I'm more.
You can see a change.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this. I'm more standoffish now. I really didn't take a side, but I did take a side because I publicly said that I don't support Tiffany. But I did not, allow a lot of hate to come on the platform talking about her. I did stick with the facts. I stuck with the facts. I didn't go who she was sleeping with, or I didn't go about her lace wigs and nails, and I didn't go there. I didn't go there. I didn't go there. I left that off the table. I said, okay, that's personal. Yeah, right. No, we didn't do that tonight either. But I've noticed people will go that low and that blow, And I don't mess with. I wouldn't say nothing about her daughter. People will go that low. Right. That's just not my character. I don't assassinate people's character with stuff like that. Now when the facts come out, which we have a lot of facts, but I did ask the question. Right. Now I never heard none of the trustees say that she was stealing. Well, I think I heard one came out and said.
I gave you the instance. Yep, I gave you what the mayor said.
Right, I know what. I'm just hold it. I know what you gave me, but I'm just saying nobody came out of their mouth and said that word. Because even one of the
trustees said it.
Yeah, which one?
Yes, they did.
Which one?
I wouldn't trust you to buy penny candy, and she brought up the contract with the vehicle.
She did. Now, ma'am, listen. What I'm saying is, they put that information where we can get it, but you didn't hear nobody say, "Hey, you stealing."
You're stealing houses. Yes, she did.
Yeah, somebody just said,
houses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one.
I remember that.
Really remember that one.
Stealing houses.
Yeah.
They trying to cover they trying to cover them own selves so they won't go to jail with her.
Oh, I didn't say that.
Those
I didn't
were the
say that.
exact words.
Well,
I didn't say that.
I mean, if they are doing something wrong, why are they trying to get what she's doing? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they were involved in anything, they wouldn't be trying to make things right. I don't think, because then it would uncover what they doing wrong.
With them.
And I think, and I think when that report comes out, because Lori's report is going to be in the next week or two, right?
Yeah, 27.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She may really go in hiding after that report because she went in hiding after Lori's first report.
She never rebutted anything that Lori said on the report. She never rebutted.
Sure did not.
She never responded.
Amazon orders or nothing.
She never
One
responded.
thing, no fake news on Lori's report, fake report. She didn't say the word fake report. Nothing.
She didn't say fake news.
Nothing.
But I tell you one thing, if Sarge Wish come through, there's gonna be a lot of heart attacks out there if she wins.
It's gonna be.
And Martin, I'm gonna be laughing.
It's gonna be a lot of big ones. There's gonna be a lot of Fred Sanford heart attacks out there.
Yeah, they're gonna be
a lot of big ones.
Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you.
That's not
right.
Like I said, I hope she wins myself personally.
I would say this.
You're not in Illinois. But
when I looked at
Illinois, and you are not in Illinois, and you don't care. It does matter because you're not paying no taxes. But you're not. But you're not paying taxes in Dalton.
Hey, my man. I would tell you
check this out. Hold on. Let me explain something. Number one.
Let me just say this.
The first look. The first suburban house I ever purchased was in Country Club Hills.
But you don't live here now.
Look, I don't live there now. And when I was living in Illinois back in the day, living in Dalton is beneath me.
So
let me put that out and get that straight. Dalton, Markham, Harvey, Robbins, that's beneath me. I deserve a whole lot better in life than that.
Okay.
With 3 inches of snow.
I didn't call my way up from the south side of Chicago in Inglewood, right down the street from where Larry Hoover grew up.
Some people
to go to another ghetto.
Enjoy your 3 inches of snow. Enjoy your 3 inches of snow, sir.
Search, with no disrespect intended, someone from the Naperville area would say that where you were living was beneath them. So
that's right.
Exactly. I understand that too.
And Bolingbrook
too. That's like people.
And Schaumburg.
That's just like people that live outside of the metro Atlanta area would say about some places around there. Like people from Tucker will say, oh, people from Smoke Rise where I live, we would be like, oh.
And people from Fayetteville will say, People from Fayetteville say, y'all 3 inches of snow have as hell.
Yeah, because I'll tell you this. When a friend of mine bought her property in Tinley, the realtor said, if you tell anyone, I will deny this. And he told her, do not move. She's looking in CC Hills, Country Club Hills. And he told her, her white realtor told her, do not move anywhere east of Harlem, period.
Wow.
Well, my cousin that used to be a manager for the White Sox, Jerry Manuel, they thought he was Hispanic, but he's not. He's Louisiana Creole, just like the rest of the family. He had a house so far west of Orland, it was like, really? I only went out there twice because I didn't like that long drive.
I'm Creole also,
Hills, probably Orland Hills.
I don't know, but it was a situation that occurred where somebody left a old fire hydrant on his porch saying, have a nice life, enjoy your home. Racism, and he's a millionaire.
All right. All right,
It doesn't
people.
change things.
We're gonna end it right there.
So money don't change certain things.
We're gonna end
I
it.
think Martin want to go to bed, man.
Yeah,
Y'all,
I do. Sergeant's
Good
talking.
night.
Sergeant ain't got nothing to do.
Working all day,
Good night.
man, go
All right.
take your butt to sleep.
All right, y'all. Y'all already know what it is.
Martin, you enjoy your
Yeah.
I
Go to
will.
sleep, Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Martin.
All right,
Hey,
thank you
Martin,
guys
it's
so
been
much.
real from Michigan.
Thank you.
Peace, man.
Peace out.
All
You
right.
already know what it is.
All right.
Live,
Later.
uncut, unedited. Tell the truth and shame the devil.